The World Trade Center, commonly known as the Twin Towers, was the most defining building in the New York City skyline. On September 11, 2001, there were terrorist attacks with planes that knocked down both of the towers. Thousands of lives were lost, including those of the victims in the towers, firefighters who rushed in to help them, and other people who wanted to help the people in the burning buildings. Mayor Rudy Giuliani rushed in and told everyone that we, as Americans, were going to come out of this stronger than we were before. Ideas for the monument began nearly immediately after the attacks. Reconstruction of the building started in March of 2006, and on the 10th anniversary of the attacks, the monument was erected. Ideas for building this monument were started to be thought of immediately after the attacks. It was obvious to the builders that the best place to commemorate the lives and dedicate it to the victims' families was right where the attacks occurred. The monument was constructed into two 1-acre pools in the footprints of the buildings where they once stood. Although there was some controversy surrounding the idea of making the monuments underground rather than above, it was decided that the pools that are here are to symbolize the void created by the attacks. Created by the architects and approved by the families of the victims, this design was chosen. Architects including Michael Arad and Peter Walker designed this monument until its completion on September 11th in 2011. Nearly 3 years later, the museum was opened to commemorate the victims and to dedicate it to their families. The 10th anniversary of the attacks was most likely chosen as the opening date of the memorial because it was the best way to show that the lives would never be forgotten of those who were lost. When you first walk into the museum, you are greeted with the last known picture of the Twin Towers standing upright. As you can see, they stand out in the skyline. Completely unedited, this photo was taken by an amateur photographer, unbeknownst to what would happen nearly 15 minutes later. As you continue on through the museum, you will find a replica of the globe that once stood in between the two towers. Nearly obliterated, but still standing, this globe represents the resilience of the city and of the entire United States of America. Right behind the globe, posted on the wall, reads the motto of the memorial and museum. Beyond the compelling need to make this a monument to world peace, the World Trade Center should, because of its importance, become a living representation of a man's belief in humanity, his need for individual dignity, his beliefs in the cooperation of men, and through this cooperation, his ability to find greatness. As an ode to the original World Trade Center, several pieces of artwork and photos of the buildings before they came crashing down are displayed throughout the museum. The map here shows the progression of events that happened on the day of September 11, 2001. Many artifacts from the original scene of the attacks are displayed throughout the building. Some of these, like the fire truck, were destroyed by debris from the falling buildings. However, others, like the poles that you see here holding up the building, remain from the original architecture of the buildings before they fell. Others, however, were not so lucky and need to be supported. The flag in the display case shown here is a lost treasure of 9/11. It has taken quite a journey to get to the museum that we see it in today. This flag is the original flag that flew when 9/11 occurred. When it went missing, a second flag, which was much larger, replaced this original one. Years later, when it was discovered that the flag that was in the museum was actually the second flag, Brad Meltzer, a man from my hometown, Broward County, put out an announcement on his TV show, and the original flag was found. The pillars shown here acted as a beacon of hope during the search and rescue actions after the attacks. As the work team scavenged for survivors and debris, they came across this pillar, and the more and more they uncovered, they began to write their names on the pillar. They wrote their squads and dedications to lost loved ones and co-workers that had died in the attacks, trying to save the lives of others. It is artifacts like these that have been saved that show how America united in times of such difficulty. Throughout the Underground Museum, there are various pieces of wreckage from the original attacks. In an optional guided tour, there's a guide who will give you the inside scoop on all of the different statistics and details that you would not otherwise have been able to find out. There's also an area in which photos are restricted, where various artifacts of the people's lives who were affected by the attacks are displayed. Going through this museum makes an otherwise factual experience more personal by being able to see into the lives of the people who were